Chairman, National Hajj Commission of Nigeria has charged the Saudi authorities on Hajj Affairs to ensure information is disseminated quickly and arrangements made early for the next Hajj for a seamless exercise. Zikrullah Hassan stated this while speaking at the closing ceremony for the Hajj season, organized by Company of Mutawifs for Pilgrims from non-Arab countries in Mecca. Senior reporter Adedoja Salama Deniyi has more.
It's a gathering of heads of Hajj missions in Africa and non-Arab countries. Their meeting with Mutawifs, that is, the organizers of Hajj, is based on how to improve on the next. Speaking on behalf of all Hajj missions in Africa, Chairman, National Hajj Mission of Nigeria, says issues like poor communication affected preparations and arrangements for African pilgrims of non-Arab countries.
We, the officials of pilgrims offices of African and Arab countries, greatly acknowledge your effort in serving the pilgrims. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to count them in manifolds among your good deeds. Your contribution were vital to the success of this year's Hajj. We Hajj offices assure you of our cooperation in achieving our overall common goal, which is to ensure the best services to the pilgrims.
This year's Hajj was an improvement of the last, especially with the upgrade of facilities at Mina, Arafat, and Muzdalifa. Chairman of Mutawif's board promises that the next Hajj will be better.
Your company does not want to provide service only, but we intend to please the pilgrim. We intend to make her journey and his journey the most satisfactory, memorable journey of a lifetime. This is our objective, and inshallah, next year you will see complete departure from certain practices.
The event also witnessed a traditional folklore performance by Arab troupe, as well as presentation of gifts to Nakon and all participating African non-Arab countries. Aside from the effective information dissemination, welfare of African countries is also key in Mina, where pilgrims observed their Hajj rites. Nigerians expressed displeasure over poor feeding services by Saudi Arabia authorities and called for their local foods. These are parts of the issues to be looked into in 2023 Hajj. Adedoja Salama Deniyi, TVC News, Mecca.
The command of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, has paraded 7 suspects for various other criminal offenses in Makurdi. Some of the suspects were arrested for criminal conspiracy and fertilizer diversion. Mayewa Kwanto reports.
Known as the food basket of Nigeria, the most common occupation in Benue State remains farming. To be a productive farmer, you need fertilizer. Now, some of these suspects were arrested for criminal conspiracy. Suspected case of fertilizer diversion of 16 bags of different brands of fertilizers.
So what I know is not, when you people watch the fertilizer saying here, make people check. It's not adulterated fertilizer. It's fertilizer where people they are using all the time. Even here, what we did now, we didn't know. As they tell us to pick this fertilizer outside, when I watch it, there is bag way open, small. So it's through there. If the fertilizer kg didn't reach, it's where they are getting the mistake.
Here is another suspected case of child trafficking and trafficking in persons. Both victims and suspects narrate their sides of the story.
Tabitha told us that she has a supermarket there and a bar which she do sell beer and sell clothes. So she said she would take us there. So we said that okay, since it is that business, we will go. We are staying in Burkina Faso, which there were slaves, turning people, children to slaves, sleeping with men every blessed day and night without food. If you refuse to do that work, they will not give you food.
The suspect me say I carry guests travel. My first time be this. Say na work, then come meet me, say they won't work. I say okay, we'll go that side. Work, they there, any work, they there.
The state commandant who led the parade, enlightened parents and guardians about the dangers involved in giving out the awards to acclaimed helpers.
Either a friend or a family member will say, let me help your daughter. All of them are female. I want to help them to find job. Usually, it's not job finding. Most end up being slaughtered for what we call organ harvest. And most are used for rituals. And then most end up as sexual slaves. And those who are lucky become just half help, not for any education.
It is important to note that the NSCDC is responsible for ensuring that different farming inputs like fertilizers are in the right quality. Mayowa Okwato, TVC News, Makodi.
And back here in Lagos, the Chairman, Senate Committee on Industries and the Senator representing Lagos East Senatorial District, Adetokunbo Abiru, has charged young digital technology enthusiasts to develop solutions to a myriad of challenges confronting the society. Gen Z Hajj Fest is an annual conference that connects youngsters who belong to Generation Z in tech space on a large scale. The well-attended event affords ambitious Gen Z techies to come together and put their creative and coding skills to test, building solutions to problems of Africa. The event held at the Zone Tech Park, Bagada, Lagos, attracted hundreds of young persons from the Lagos East Senatorial District and outside Lagos.
You look at the realities of the environment. So what are the realities of today? Number one, if you look at our demography, the people below the age of 35, they account for almost 65% of our population. And we have very high percentage of youth unemployment. You understand what I'm saying? So it just stands to reason that is one area that we need to address. And you can see all the restiveness that you see around the country. Those are part of the issues. We've got to find a way to give hope to this teeming population. You understand? So that at least they can find jobs, they can see the future and also be part of the evolution that we see in the world today. That's essentially why the focus is more around the youth and the entrepreneurs.
Where President Muhammadu Buhari has launched a compendium containing a total of 266 ecological projects completed across the country in the last 7 years. The president said 332 ecological projects were approved during the period under review, out of which 266 were accomplished, while the remaining 66 are at different stages of completion. The president launched the publication before the commencement of this week's Federal Executive Council meeting. He commended the Secretary to the Government of the Federation and the management team of the Ecological Project Office for the judicious use of available resources for the effective implementation of approved projects, as well as the initiative for the publication. The president directed ministries, departments, and agencies to showcase their performance and achievements to the public. The Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, told the president that the 554-page publication is aimed at keeping the public abreast of the efforts of the administration in addressing verified ecological problems across the country.